In the darkest corners of the universe, where the light stops to a crawl and where sound cannot escape, where time stops working entirely and eventually things in existence stop making sense. Chaos is an inevitable force on our world and our lives, so we've made great efforts to contain it within this space for only an hour a week. This is the Chaos Continuum.
Black guy's gone. He's out. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that much.
And then the other guy, apparently he's just gonna have guests on there and talk about things like religion and stuff. Yeah.
Oof, that sucks.
That's quite.
Hey,
quite the what
you know, I saw some L's from my favorite podcast too. That other dude, where I saw him. He had someone on as a guest, whatever. They're all just people that I know. I definitely went to high school with, so it's not like the most extravagant of guests. But it's like it was this dude on, and they were talking about like what would you say got you into the police force, or like what advice would you give to people out there? And he was like, yeah, you know, if you go to college and you don't make it, you drop out. Definitely have it as a backup plan. And I was like, what advice is it that if you go to college and you drop out, become a police officer? Because I'm just saying, me personally, I do not want my armed police law enforcement to be dropouts, and they're only there because it's their backup plan and not because they actually care about justice or fairness or equality or any of the 6 pillars of character, you know, like
Yeah.
And that is a hell of a way to start off the last episode of the Chaos Continuum podcast of 2023. Ben, how do you feel to be here?
Dude, I am excited. This is a long time coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I seems like out of all the podcasts that we know, with people that we know, we seem to be thriving the best. Not numbers wise, we fucking suck numbers wise.
Character wise, though, we are fucking astounding.
Yeah.
We are beautiful. We are gorgeous.
we have not purposely taken any L's yet. Yeah,
not purposely. You know? We've had bad episodes. Trust me, they've been fucking horrendous. Yeah. But like,
yeah,
it's different.
But like opinion wise, I don't think we've taken any L's. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I don't think so. No. I think we're pretty on the mark, except for whatever I said about like sequels not being viable for Game of the Year. That's the one thing I can think of that's ever been stupid on our part. But otherwise, I think we've done pretty well.
I'm still surprised that you said that. Yeah.
Me too. I was thinking about it the next day. I was like, well, who the fuck said that? I didn't say that, did I? But it was just bad. Well, welcome everyone today for the final episode of 2023. It's been a blast. I love all 10 of our subscribers. Thank you for watching every time, Spyro. Except I know you haven't watched every single episode. And shame on you for that. So it's also a good thing that you were talking about playing Far Cry 6, Ben, because you believe it or not, one of the things I have on this tier list is the army from Far Cry 6.
Really?
For everyone else.
What's this tier list about again?
Us people watching. Yes. It's a tier list of various groups and organizations, basically. So you have stuff like the X-Men or like the Jedi or like the army from Far Cry 6. Just sort of not like a single person or like a villain or anything like that, but just like a group overall. It's definitely not all of them. It's just a handful. It's like, I think 30 that I just went through. I was just thinking off the top of my head. So we have a few structures. You will see them if you're here watching the video version, which I haven't been uploading to Apple Podcasts, so you're only watching the video version. But we have basically the way I have this tier list structured is the top of the tier list. You can access it if you go to that link I sent you in the Discord, Ben. Or otherwise, I don't know. You're shit out of luck. I don't know if I could share this with you on Discord. I might be able to.
It's fine. I'm just gonna open it. Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll open it and you just follow along with me.
Yeah.
So how we have this structured is the top tier is OP. Like this group is fucking winning no matter what. You know, like they're just so well structured.
Far Cry 6 army.
Yeah, they're so competent. They're competent. They're pull out, but you know they're not perfect. They're like a few shots away from perfect. Our middle tier is organized. They have rank and file, but if you ask them to get something done, it's a 50-50 whether or not they'll actually pull it off.
Yeah.
The below that is strung together. If we have people that are like very loosely actually working together and it's only like whenever it happens to happen. And then the bottom is blind luck for those fucking retards that somehow in some way have an organization, but they have no right to it. You know,
like they're just gonna get defeated easily, or that was a voice crack. My bad.
Partially that too. Like basically, like the fact that they exist at all is a conundrum, right? Like this should not have any right to exist.
Yeah, like every villain in the new Far Cry games.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be up there. But just wait, we'll get to it. We will eventually get to it.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if it puts the ranking for you at the same it does me, but for us starting out nice, fit, and fresh here, we have the Avengers. You know, there's no specific groupings for these. I just imagine what your prime Avengers, like my prime Avengers is Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Widow,
like
Iron,
your wave one
Captain
Avengers,
America. Yeah, like the most basic Avengers, like the most basic Justice League, the most basic Avengers, the most, the ones you think of.
Yeah, well, we'll work them down. Like as we get there, we'll kind of go through a good descriptor of the teams. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then we'll start from there. I personally think the Avengers are incompetent. Yeah, you know what I mean.
You think they're competent?
I mean, are they really OP? You know,
no, because they lose multiple times. Like that's why.
Well, I mean,
we're the Avengers, right? Not the Revengers.
But,
yeah, exactly.
But I think I put them as competent because I find the reason why they lose is because it's more of an internal thing than it is an external thing. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah. I can agree with that. Like the whole they lost Infinity War thing because they weren't together. Yeah.
Okay.
And stuff like that. That I don't think it's a skill issue. I think it's the fact that they're. You know what I mean?
It's a teamwork issue.
It's a teamwork issue, right? And that.
Yeah.
Because
they are all pretty overpowered, especially even like the MCU versions of the Avengers, which are like way weaker than like their fucking Hyper 9000 comic variants, are still pretty fucking strong.
Yeah. And yeah, I think they're incompetent or whatever the other one underneath LP was.
They're incompetent. They're not incompetent.
Yeah,
that's gonna happen a few times. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I just thought about that right now. But okay, I'm fine with that with Avengers. Okay, now this one.
Yeah.
You know a lot more about this than I do. I only know the base 4 or 5 of them, but the Bat family.
See, that's
who I
hard.
did separate from the Justice League because I feel like Batman's own gallery of Robins.
The Bat family is it's not even just the Robins. It's like
you got like
Catwoman and Batwoman and Batgirl and a bunch of other fucking people that I can't remember right now, and I don't feel like opening up my comic books to figure that out.
But there's a lot. Like there's enough to fill a family reunion. There's a baby crying in the background. I'm so sorry, but
it's okay. That happens to me. That's happened to me on IPR podcast.
Yeah.
I don't want to downplay the Bat family because I love them. I think I prefer them almost over the Justice League.
I would definitely call them like strung together, though. I don't think there's a whole lot of...
I think I would put them in organized. Yeah,
they're definitely well regimented, but like I
think it's between
but they do kill each other a few times.
Well, yeah, or they fight. That's the thing, though, right? Is that it's like the Avengers thing, but it's even worse.
Yeah,
there's that internal conflict, but when they work together, they get shit done. You know, right?
Yeah, but also the leader of the pack is not exactly the greatest at working together to begin with. That's what I think. Like they're like strung together because it's less to me. They're less like a organized unit and more like it's like a literal family. You know, where like they all basically hate each other, but they're there because they just know each other.
Well, I don't even think that it's the fact that they hate each other. I think they have an issue with one central character. You know what I mean?
They just all hate Bruce.
I think they have an issue with one central character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but I think that I put them. Yeah, it's more like a family. It's not like they like do these big team ups very often, right?
Yeah,
like they'll do like
that's why I say it's more like strung together. Like they're definitely they're more powerful solo than they are as a group. I think.
Or as a group, or even just like in duos, right? You know what I mean?
Like the only two that I know working well together is like Batman and Nightwing.
And even like the few like Damian and Red Hood comics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Like those, like that's like a fun team up. Like there's a lot of fun team ups and a lot of good matchmaking.
And I feel like Damian and Red Hood would only get together because they both hate Batman.
I think, yeah, but I put it strung out. Yeah. Yeah. Just strung together.
Okay. So, moving on from the Bat Clan, we have the Brotherhood of Steel. I know they're your favorite.
Yeah, they're my favorite. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of weird that they exist. They have weird little morals.
Yeah.
And this is but this is coming from the games that I've played. Yeah.
Yeah. You know? I've only played Fallout 4, or at least I've only experienced the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 4.
I've done a little bit of Fallout 3. The Fallout 3 feels a little bit better. Yeah, but
yeah.
I always look, and I think because there's different factions of how they different work, and that makes it all complicated. So I'm just gonna look at the Brotherhood of Steel from Fallout 4 and remove Fallout 3 from the equation. Yeah.
See, the worst part about that is I was gonna bring up like the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 4. They talk a big game about morals, like where this, and this. The second they're cool with you, you just start bringing super mutants. You just start bringing synths on board the fucking Prydwen to come up to talk to Elder Maxon, and they don't blink a fucking eye. They do not. They could not give less of a shit.
Yeah. So I think I'd put it in blind luck. Yeah.
I also have to.
Want to also why I'm gonna put it in blind luck, and you'll see this. This is one of my biggest repetitive issues with certain games, and we'll get to those certain games very soon. Is that they how do they exist when one man brings them down? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. It's worse because the railroad is able to bring them down.
Yeah.
And the railroad is just a bunch of hippies.
No, the railroad doesn't do shit. I do shit with the railroad logo on my face.
Well, even still, you know what I mean? When you go in with the railroad, the Prydwen is not a very big thing, altogether. Like, it's a big airship, whatever, but there's not a lot of sneaking around on the Prydwen, especially when you have to use the main doors. Somehow, some way, the railroad, Soul Survivor included, is able to steal a Prydwen, fly it, steal a vertibird, fly it onto the Prydwen, and then sneak onto the Prydwen from there up to the top of the Prydwen to plant bombs.
Well, and even for like a bunch of and they bring a bunch of silly little robots in. And these guys that are supposed to be the killer of robots just die to the robots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right?
They just get fucking dominated. Plus, their big end of the war solution at the end of Fallout 4 is a big fucking robot.
Yeah, I think it's blind luck. I think they're loosey-goosey. I think all of the factions in Fallout 4 are blind luck, though.
Oh, they are. Trust me, we will come back to Fallout 4.
Except for maybe the Minutemen, but the Minutemen, if they were worked differently, would be...
Well, the Minutemen are, more organized, but they're also, dudes in coats, But
I can see that happening.
Yeah. They're the lawful good version of Raiders, basically. Strength-wise,
they're the anti-Raiders, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Where but they're not all they want to do is help. All they want to do is help settlements. The reason why they're not a bunch of them now is because the military Raiders fucked them, and they all died. Right. So it makes sense why they're not put together, why they're all loosey-goosey right now, where all the other factions just don't make any sense. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then you have the Brotherhood of Steel, who we're told is super smart, important, strong, whatever. They can't even land their blimp. They just waste fuel 24/7.
Dude, if they're so smart, how come it took me to figure out where the Institute is? You know
exactly.
What I mean? Like, Jesus Christ! If you're so smart, how come I had to go get the parts to build?
You had what, dozens of squads out looking for this shit, and me alone found it.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's fucking dumb.
And they're just. Well, also, their pilots aren't even trained pilots. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're just dudes.
They're just dudes that I think I can fly them. Yeah, I have never seen a vertibird come home from a mission. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's they're a bunch. It's like a 40-year-old's fantasy. That's all that they are. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah. Gets out of the fucking minivan and I can fly that. I can pull it off.
Yeah, I can fly it. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
So I think
I like the idea that Brotherhood soldiers, they're in the middle of training. They're doing push-ups and shit, and they get up. Their commander walks by, and he just starts randomly giving people a piece of paper, and he's like, "You pilot, you gunner, you power armor." And the guy looks down at the pilot thing, and he's like, I don't even know how to drive it. We don't have cars.
Yeah. Well, because they just find them. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're just we'll fly these now. right?
Or do you think it's like a do you think it's like a dib situation, like a Brotherhood of Steel squad finds a vertebrate out in the wild, and one guy goes pilot,
dibs,
shotgun, minigun,
and then they don't make it back to the Prid when they get shot down by super mutants. Yeah. Like it truly is a wonder that they exist at all. It's like it truly baffles me that like the Railroad maybe I get, the Institute maybe I get, but the fact that they're that incompetent and they're still alive is like damn, you know?
Yeah, it's really wild. But if you want to talk about worse, so we have the army. I don't know if they have a name, just the army of Yara, and
the Far Cry 6 bad guys.
I'm trying to think. Is it Antonio?
I think
Castillo?
It's Antonio. Yeah,
no, it's
like that, yeah.
Anton Castillo.
Yeah, so I think it's blind luck once again.
Yeah,
you know
for sure.
I mean?
Because
for the sheer fact that I just today I boarded 2 ships.
Yeah.
With a helicopter and a rocket launcher, and I killed everybody. Yeah. With one gun, with a pistol. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
and a flamethrower, and I was like, "Word."
The funniest thing about Far Cry 6, and you will find this as you play into it, and it's not really spoilers, but there's times in the games where the cutscenes will be showing Anton Castillo like murdering somebody, whatever, doing like Breaking Bad style shit, and then it cuts to all the good guys, and your good guy friends are like, "Oh my god, they're so ruthless, they're so brutal, we're never gonna be able to win." And then it also cuts to you in a field by yourself with a knife, murdering like 70,000 special forces guys, where it's like
exactly
they do almost the complete opposite. You know how like one of the I don't know if you haven't played Far Cry 3, right?
Yeah, I have a little bit.
I have like one of the things that Far Cry 3 is praised for unanimously is the fact that like Jason goes like more insane. He becomes more of a killer in the story, sort of at the same pace that you're leveling up and getting more guns and actually killing more people, right? And it like works really well. Now, but like you have Far Cry 6 where you start out of the gate as like a full-blown one-man army terrorist, but the game tells you that you're just some kid who walked off the street and is learning how to use a gun, you know?
No, but you're not in Far Cry 6. You're ex-military. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. But they still treat it like...
It's the same. Yeah, but it's the same thing.
Like the army is some big threat. But it's like not.
See, that's what I like. It's the one thing I'll give praise with for Far Cry 5. It's the one few things, right?
Yeah.
Is the fact that like as the character, you're very much death. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, they yeah. You literally come in with White Horse.
Yeah, like
they weren't subtle about it at all. At least they tried.
Yeah, but it makes sense, right? Yeah, like I don't sit there and go, man, this is weird that I'm killing everybody. I look at like this is my purpose. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's my job to end the Far Cry series. Yeah.
And I think being the silent protagonist, and I don't will not defend Far Cry 5 on many things, and as I've attempted to play other Far Cry games, I've noticed that out of Far Cry 6 and Far Cry 5, I much prefer this silent, like especially with all the cult shit. You know what I mean, right? Like it just worked. It just made sense as your character for Far Cry 5. You're just this nameless. You're just death. Yeah. Yeah. You know. And everybody kind of treats you like that and treats you like the sinner. You know what I mean, right? Yeah. Like if they're men of God, then you're the devil himself. Yeah.
It's kind of why I almost wish Far Cry 5 just like kept with Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4 and just didn't even bother with letting you like create your own character and stuff and just made it like this random faceless dude. Because I know very well like that might be the energy that the character brings, but my character doesn't look too far off from like the character I had in GTA Online. Like he is just a total fuckboy in a leather jacket with aviators on.
Yep. That's why when I got to the character clothing stuff, I just covered my character's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wear like the unicorn outfit?
No. I wore like the SWAT uniform. Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm talking about, right? Like it's just so ridiculous.
But no, I would say blind luck. It surprised me that they exist at all. They're not even for like a tyrannical thing. You know where this fucker's island is. Yeah. You know where the rebels' island is. Bomb them, kill them. Like what? Yeah.
The only thing that stops you in Far Cry 6 from going up to Anton's mansion and just shooting him yourself is the fact that the game doesn't allow you to. Otherwise, I mean even at level 1, you are strong enough. Yeah. But at level 1, you're like strong enough to just walk in and take out the toughest enemies in the game because there's not a whole lot of difficulty there. Because they're not that tough.
Unless they got into a tank. That one time they got into a tank and I didn't have any explosives. I was like, oh, yeah,
you just get in the tank.
Yeah, no, see, I tried that and it wouldn't let me until I got into like the exact perfect spot. And I was like, that's stupid.
Yeah. Well, moving on from one of the worst to probably one of the best, we have the Clone Army.
I would say OP. Yeah.
I think they're good at everything.
Yeah, well, they're made to be good at everything. They're the perfect soldier. They're literally bred from like one of the world's greatest assassins.
Which is awesome because we get a few of those on here. But yeah, I think they're just awesome. Like I'm trying to think of the drawbacks to the clones, and I think the only thing is that like they age too fast, and that's about it. Some of them are a little bit quirky and have personalities and shit, and they care about their life, you know. But like,
but that's those like I almost think that makes it better. You know
well, yeah, it does make them better soldiers, unironically. But like, because it causes them to fight strategically in a way that doesn't just thin their numbers.
Yeah, I think they're OP.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm glad that one was so fast. We spent so long talking about Far Cry, and then we're like, clone troopers? Yeah. Clone troopers.
OP.
Without a fucking doubt. They're on top.
No. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next. This one, you might think it, but I promise I'm not biased towards it, because I think they kind of fucking suck. The next is the COG from Gears of War, the Coalition of World Governments.
I want to say strung together. Yeah.
Definitely by the end they are. Yeah.
I've only ever played Judgment. Yeah.
Yeah.
They literally try to kill each
they're
other.
constantly
they try to kill each other. Trying to kill each other.
The biggest... No, actually, I'm trying to think. A lot of the introductions to a lot of different characters start with them getting into a fight with someone. Like Marcus, like he's got the big nasty scar. He got that scar from a person. Baird and Cole, the first time they encountered each other, Baird was getting swirlied in a bathroom. Like, their chairman is hosting Epstein Islands while a war's going on.
I think it's even worse. I think it's blind luck. Yeah. I think the reason why they're alive is, but they literally nuke themselves. Yeah,
they do.
You know what I mean?
I almost want to call it blind luck. I'm actually not. Well, they still won one war. They won against the UIR.
They won one out of how many? Out of how many though? Out of how fucking many?
Out of 2.
Exactly.
But they did only win against the Locust because they got like this MacGuffin machine at the end of Gears of War 3 that just happens to kill all the Locusts.
They didn't actually. Lucky.
Yes, that's blind luck. They got lucky with that one because otherwise humanity would have fucking gone extinct. Without that MacGuffin, they would have died. If that one dude, if Adam Phoenix died early, that was it. They were done. Plus, I won't spoil Gears of War 4 for you, but there's like a thing that happens where the COG are like blaming something on this one dude, but it's very clearly not him because they think he's stealing people. But they go to confront him about stealing people, and they chase him so far that they run into the Locust, who are stealing people. And it's like, if you literally, you could have run into the Locust on the way here to talk to this dude, and you didn't. Like, how do you have all these resources and all these robots, and you didn't see the
blind fucking luck,
giant, massive, the giant Locust right outside your fucking doorstep? Okay, I forgot about this one. You know what our next combo is? Godzilla and King Kong.
Yeah, King Kong. I was supposed to say Kingzilla. Yeah.
Kingzilla. Yeah, I think these are also kind of strung together because I feel like.
No, I think they fucked shit up. Yeah.
I think they fuck shit up, but are they?
I think they're strung together. Yeah.
Because isn't the whole thing is that they're trying to kill each other until there's something bigger for them to both fight.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I don't know about the new movie. It might be different in the new movie, but so far,
I love the dichotomy of like the Japanese Godzilla -1, which is praised as it's like fucking harrowing story with like a good heartfelt human story weaved into like Godzilla being an actual villain, and then you have like the new American Godzilla movie that's like Godzilla with a purple mohawk and King Kong with an infinity gauntlet fighting an orangutan. It's fucking amazing.
It is. It's you know it's starting to remind me of. Take a guess. Just get one guess.
Yeah, I fucking get it.
Transformers.
That's not a bad. Aren't they also Hasbro? Is Godzilla and Kong Hasbro?
I think so, but it's starting to remind me eerily of Transformers. Yeah,
it is definitely going in a Rise of the Beasts style way.
Yeah. I would say it's not blind luck. It's between organized and strung together.
I don't think it's luck because they definitely get there by their own merits. But
like this is like them like working together. They are fucking shit up and they're doing it well. I would say organized.
They're just not the best of pals. They're only really together out of like convenience.
Yeah. So I would say organized because it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but when they're convenient, they're working. It's not like they're fighting. When there's something bigger to fight, they're only fighting when there's nothing else bigger to fight.
Yeah.
Right.
And maybe they're pals now. Maybe they get together for like tea.
Yeah.
Okay, I can agree with that.
I'd say organized.
So, next here we have the Guardians of the Globe, including Omni-Man.
Okay, so I think that's an OP. Yeah.
OP?
Well, because Omni-Man goes on to body the Guardians. And then goes on to body everybody else. Which I think automatically makes it OP. Yeah, you know?
I think they're... So, let me put it this way. If you put... Let's put them against our other OP. If you put the Guardians of the Globe against the Clone Army, do you think they would come out of that fight?
I think, because I think Omni-Man's there.
You think Omni-Man bodies the entire...
Dude, he literally took a nuclear ray and got a nosebleed. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know?
Yeah, okay, that's a fair point. I was trying to think about it, and I was like, but what if they have, like, Jedi and stuff, and, like, one of the Jedi get killed by a pair of horns. So it's like, Omni-Man, okay, fair enough. I guess superheroes are, like, on a different level.
Yeah, like, hey, they could use the Force, yeah, but, like...
So, but hold on, is that Guardians of the Globe are OP, or Omni-Man is OP? Because it's a big difference.
I think if we're taking the Omni-Man out of it, I think they're competent. Yeah, you know what I mean, right?
Because I definitely think they're bigger than like the Avengers, like power wise and stuff like that. Yeah. But if you actually try to say put him up against like the Clone Army or something, I feel like something would fall apart with like Omni-Man and his whole Viltrumite thing going on.
Yeah, but see, because I think if you were to just put up the Guardians of the Globe against the Clone Army with that Omni-Man, I think they'd fucking lose. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It makes a big difference.
But if you put Omni-Man there, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's just I think Omni-Man is the difference in that group. Yeah.
It sucks because I feel like we're gonna get a lot of people going to blind luck.
Somewhat, yeah. Somewhat.
So next we have the Guardians from Destiny. These are the Live Again boys.
So we're putting in like the big three Guardians or all of the Guardians? Yeah.
All the organization, the Guardians, the whole Vanguard.
The organization, the whole Vanguard and everything between competent and OP, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. They kind of live forever.
But they live forever, but they work together. They literally train together. They do Crucible games together.
But also,
dude, like, these motherfuckers,
they lose every year. When a new expansion comes out, they start out by losing.
Well, yeah, because they have to. Yeah, because they're going into darkness, and the Traveler's a pussy. You know what I mean?
I know,
right? Yeah.
But...
The Guardians are great. Like the Guardians are great. It's more the Traveler being a pussy, which is the issue. That's like some deep dive lore shit, right?
Yeah.
But they started losing, but you know what they do by the end? They fucking win.
They are like superpowered god. Like they kill multiple gods, huh?
Yes, they do. They literally kill gods.
Okay. Yeah. Now here's the question.
No, hold on. They only lose because these gods come out of nowhere. The minute that they readjust themselves, they turn the fucking back and go, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Okay, so for the throne, if you put the Destiny Guardians up against the Clone Army, who do you think wins?
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
The superpowered ones, right? Dude, the superpowered. Yeah. Okay, also, going back on that, if we go back to our blind luck where we have the Brotherhood of Steel, Anton Castillo's army, and the COG, who of those three do you think is the strongest? I feel like it would probably be the COG because they have literal nuclear missiles.
No, see, okay, so here's the thing, is I think the Brotherhood of Steel and the COG would start butt-fucking each other. Right? Yeah.
They would just get really gay.
And they would just become one. Yeah. They'd become the Brotherhood of COGs. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like Steel Gears, that's what they call themselves, right? You know what I mean?
I like how you put a lot of thought and effort into this one. You really, really reach for high heavens on that one.
Well, you can't tell me that the Brotherhood of Steel and like the COG are like that different. You know?
I think they are because the COG have a lot more high tech. Like they actually have high tech shit.
Exactly, which is why the Brotherhood of Steel would join, because the Brotherhood of Steel just, it just, But I think if they had to fight, I think the Brotherhood of the COG would come out on top.
Yeah. I mean, the COG have space lasers. Like, you literally cannot fight against it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is your, communist destroyer? What the fuck is his name? Liberty Prime? What does Liberty Prime do against, like, a nuke, I
don't know. Doesn't he throw nukes?
Okay, what about a big space laser? What does he do when Dom is driving towards him? And there's a gas station behind him.
Yeah, he just throws a nuke.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next.
Okay.
We have the Guardians of the Galaxy. There's a lot of Guardians in here. But Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, that's just so. I would say they're competent. Yeah, maybe you can organize and competent.
I definitely think they're more competent than organized. Well, I'd say they're probably more organized because I don't know if they're gonna win most of the fights they get into. Because they can win a lot, but they're not the most powerful when it comes to things.
Yeah, I guess because if we're looking at like on a teamwork, I think with the teamwork,
because I feel like their teamwork is through the roof. Like they have fucking super
they're
high
more
bond.
like a family. They live on a
they're like the Bat Family, but actually cooperative.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like the Bat Family, except not everybody's a mentally ill loner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just Rocket.
Just Rocket. So I would put them in organized.
Yeah. Do you think they could kick Godzilla and King Kong's ass?
Actually, yeah.
This would be me. I also kind of think so.
I do. Well, I think it's the teamwork. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, they're just so well. Plus, they have space magic. Who knows how strong the Guardians tech is compared to like Godzilla's nuclear ray?
They have like this crazy like spaceship.
They have a spaceship. They have a planet. They have a skull that shoots eye beams. Like
like it's over. You know what I mean? It's over, dude. His guns literally are like elemental guns. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like. It's over. Yeah, they listen to music to hype themselves up. Yeah, what does Godzilla do? Get angry? Okay,
Yeah, it's a bit stronger. Godzilla's kind of like a Hulk knockoff if you think about it.
It's like Iron Man's greatest superpower is AC/DC.
Yeah, exactly. It's the strongest part about him.
Yeah, when that music comes on, you know about some dope shit is about to happen.
Yeah. The
minute you hear that, you know it's gonna be
you're like, fuck. That's what I love about the Guardians of the Galaxy game is that your team power move or whatever is like the huddle where you like get together, you hype each other, you hype yourselves up, and afterwards Star-Lord hits the music button, and then you just go.
But you gotta like say the right words, like
you gotta like properly. Otherwise, they're like, what the fuck, man? What the absolute fuck?
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah.
But Guardians, if they're hitting all of their speeches right, I think they'd beat Godzilla.
I think so too. Yeah.
God, my hair is disgusting.
I'd put them in. I think organized.
Yeah. I think that works for them because I don't think they could rival like the Avengers or like the Guardians of the Globe.
Actually. I think maybe they could.
They could probably rival. I don't know if they would beat though.
Yeah, but I don't think they'd beat the Guardians of the Globe only because they have Omni-Man. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so next we have the other Giancarlo Esposito role on here. We have Gus Fring. and his whole, meth organization, which is pretty top tier. Like, the only thing that throws him down is Walter White, because Walter White doesn't give a shit about anyone. He doesn't play by the rules.
I'd put them in competent. Yeah. You know
competent?
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like Gus Fring does everything he sets out to do. Like, he kills Hector, he kills Eladio, he kills, like, everyone who's in his way, except for Walter.
Dude, the Chicken Man, the whole bit, like, the whole thing.
Yeah, it works flawlessly.
It works flawlessly.
The fact that he's able to walk into the DEA's office as, like, the biggest meth dealer in America and be like, hey, guys, I sell chicken. And okay, we'll put him incompetent. I don't think he's beating the Avengers at the Guardians of the Globe, though, but I do think he's competent.
No, but I think that's purely for the fact you're taking, like, more of a real world kind of thing.
He's an actual person, you know? Like, what's he gonna do? Get Omni-Man high on meth? Like,
that would actually almost make it worse. Yeah, that would make Omni-Man
you would die faster. Omni-Man, like, fucking taking a hit, like, Mark, think, like. Think, Gus! Think!
Take a hit. Just take a hit, Gus. You'll see my
Gus, see Walter White? You want me to kill him? I'll kill him. He's just like a pet to me. Like...
All right. Let's do the next one.
Next, we have the UNSC. So, like, Spartans, Halo, that whole thing.
I'd put them in OP. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're definitely up there. Like, Spartans are like Guardians without the infinite lives and superhero bit.
Yeah, but I think they still fucked it up.
Don't know. I don't know how well I would put up Spartans against the clones, because
realistically, they'd work together. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but if they had to fight, I feel like the clones would almost win, because, like,
the clones brute force them.
Yeah, right? They just. Yeah. I mean, the Spartans lose to, like, the Covenant all the time.
But the clones are also manufacturable, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's like if the droid army wasn't here, I'd probably almost put them in OP too. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, totally, and I think that's just because, like, it's all about, like, they're just manufacturable. They just keep hitting it home, right?
Yeah, they just pull it off. Okay, yeah. I'm cool with that. I could see that working. Yeah.
But I don't think they'd beat the clones. I think they'd put up a really good fight to the clones. And when I talk about the clone army, I'm saying without the Jedi.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking this whole time.
So I was gonna say, if you include the Jedi rather than fighting Omni-Man, that changes things, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they can just cut him up.
but to continue on this, your next one's gonna be Blind Luck. We don't really even have to talk about it. Yeah.
We already did talk about the cult at Hope County.
Maybe not even. Maybe I'd put Strung together.
I would put more Strung together than Blind Luck, because unlike Castillo, where they tell you that they're bad and they just get steamrolled, at least they kind of, like, pose a little bit of a threat. I mean, it is weird how you could be flying in a plane 25,000 feet in the air and they just hit you with a sleep dart and kidnap you perfectly, but, I guess it just speaks to their talents,
Yeah, but that's because that's what God wants. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So now we're getting into the real questions. Do you think?
No. Actually, no. You want to know what I think the difference is? Yeah, with Far Cry 5, they win. He wins. Yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking lose at the end of the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He knows what he's doing. I think Joseph Seed is like an actual. The story is shit. The story's not very fun, but I think he's an okay villain. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's alright. It's just not very fleshed out.
It's just not very fleshed out, but I think the three of them, like, I think as an organization, I do think.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, top tier strung together. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That's why I said we're getting into the weeds now. Do you think Joseph Seed and his cult could beat the Bat Family?
No. Fuck no.
I love the pause. No. But, like, what are they going to do? There's no gargoyles around. They're out in the middle of an open field in Montana.
Exactly. Yeah. On my point, exactly. I don't think the Red Hood needs a gargoyle. He just has guns. Yeah.
But no, it's the whole Bat Family, so he's going to be trying to shoot them. Yeah. But Batman's going to be trying to stop him from killing people, which is going to give them an opening to just nuke them.
No, but they would have already figured out about the nukes. Yeah.
You think they would have been
fucking Batman.
But
fucking Batman.
we've seen that we can affect Batman with drugs. They do it at the end of Arkham Knight. You think if they drug up Batman enough, they can, make him
are they gonna
killable?
Are they gonna drug up every single one? Is Harley Quinn part of this Bat family or not? I need to know.
I guess. I think she's in the photo. So yes, I would consider it.
I want to know how late.
Because how many of the Bat family do you think would turn? You have that one Marshal who turns to the Seed side and he like kills himself. How many of the Bat family?
I don't think any of them would. Harley Quinn's like drug resistant. It's a good luck putting her to sleep, right? Yeah. You take Batman out of the picture, and you've got like Damian Wayne, Red Hood, and Harley Quinn just start killing people. You know what I mean? Like,
but Batman is there, so you have to deal with him not killing people.
That's fine. It's something called rubber bullets. They use it in like the shows and stuff. Yeah. He literally has an armored tank.
Yeah, his tank that shoots 10mm soft rounds.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, like it's
I like the idea, that one skit of Batman, like he just thinks that death isn't real, or he doesn't know what death is, so he's just like stabbing people in the jugular and being like, "He's going to sleep,"
Precisely. But no, I think maybe okay. So here's the thing. I think maybe it's a really somewhat even fight, I would say, between them if it's in Montana where Far Cry 5 takes place. But if the cult moves to Gotham, I think they lose.
Well, yeah, because it's like, it's like the home turf thing.
Yeah. But I would say strung together, top tier.
Okay. So, next after the Hope County cult, we have the Jedi.
Is this the Republic era Jedi?
Yeah.
Like the prequels?
Blind
fucking luck. Blind fucking luck, dude. Blind fucking luck. Without a doubt, it's blind fucking luck. How did they not know? How did they not know that he was a Sith? Why did they build their temple on top of a Sith, like a Sith artifact?
Their main thing.
What are you doing?
Their main thing is telling Anakin that he's not allowed to kill people, and then turning around and fucking killing somebody.
Yeah, like it's blind luck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can get behind that.
Like they literally don't think.
I was preparing. They literally. Actually, I wouldn't even give them that. I was gonna say, who do you think wins between like the Jedi and the Cog and the Brother to Steel? I think the Jedi lose against both of those. They might even lose against Anton because they have steel bullets.
Yeah.
They're gonna run into the Mandalorian issue where they're gonna try and deflect and get a chainsaw to the face.
Yeah. But they also have the Force. Yeah,
okay, so that might. I think only I think the Cog might have the firepower to not care about that. I don't think the Brother to Steel, they don't have the numbers, and Anton is like real world type shit.
Yeah, I think maybe the Cog, they got nukes and shit, space lasers.
Yeah, and they have much more, they have a lot more numbers, and they have a lot more better guns, I want to say, than like the other two. Okay, I would agree. I'm cool with that.
Fine though. Yeah. This next one would be a bit of a controversial opinion. Yeah.
Oh, I am missing one. I thought I missed one. Okay, what? Anyway, it doesn't matter. There was one group on here that I know I had made, but I didn't put them up on here. Last. Yeah. So this next one is the Justice League.
I think it's OP. That's my controversial opinion.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's Batman and Superman and the Flash and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern and Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, I think they're definitely a lot stronger. But where do you think we draw that line?
Well,
like as far as being OP. Like, do you think they take out the Guardians from Destiny?
I don't know. I think they're bottom tier OP. Yeah.
Even under the UNSC? I think they're too kind. Like, where Omni-Man could just go through and murk planets, I think the Justice League are too kind to do it that way. Like, even if they were, like, all-out war, they just would not have the stones, you know?
It depends. I think eventually they get the stones. Yeah. Like, in a lot of different stuff when they're pushed to their limits. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it would be like Injustice, you know? Like, it would be too late for them to care because they're already fucked up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or like the Justice Lord shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? I think they're bottom tier OP. I think they definitely body the Avengers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Personally.
I
how many of them can fly to fucking space?
Well,
how many Avengers
first of all,
breathe,
all of the Justice League is superpowered. Like Batman and whatever, but like.
And hold on. And how many of the Avengers can breathe in space? None. You know what I mean?
Thor, right? Or can Thor breathe in space? He can breathe in space, right?
He's the big lightning guy. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah. Justice League's got a few of those.
Are we talking about the JLU? We're just talking about the core Justice League.
Just core Justice League, you know.
Yeah, I think
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern.
Captain America's got a fucking shield. Batman's got a utility belt and a car. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Just runs him over.
Literally, like, what does it matter? Batman's got disposable sidekicks. What does Superman have? You know, like.
Yeah, exactly. Next after that, we have the Mandalorians, which is just sort of like the whole Mandalorian Creed cult all in one.
I put them in organized. Yeah.
I could put them there. I think they're definitely like.
I don't think they're that good. Yeah.
I think they're like devoted, you know, and that kind of keeps them together. Like they have like a really strict code of honor. That's like at least they're more consistent with it than like the Brotherhood of Steel per se.
Yeah, but like still, the cult in Far Cry 5 is also devoted, and they fucking suck.
But they also don't have space weapons and jetpacks.
Yeah, but they have. But literally one of them puts you in a hallucinatic trance and shoots like dust at you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you do have like for Mandalorians, you also have like they're like they have a legendary status in the galaxy for like being a one-man army essentially, where they go and like hunt down, you know, really dangerous animals and or people.
Yeah, but they're not that anymore.
Fair. Then are we judging it by like Mandalorians? They're a hard one because they're kind of like all over the place. I guess they'd probably be more strung together like the Bat Family. Because it's like they don't necessarily work together. Yeah.
Yeah, like Boba Fett and the Mando are like.
Do you think Mando could kick Batman's ass? They do have laser guns.
Okay, but Batman fights people with real guns. I don't see how laser guns make a fucking difference. Yeah.
They're faster. They have no weight, and they. I mean, think about it this way: Mando is just Batman in space.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't know if you're agreeing with me or not. You just say that's what I'm saying with no context whatsoever.
I think it'd be an even match. Yeah, I think it would be a very even, like, one-on-one, one-to-one match. I'm looking at this list and I'm seeing a few things I'm really not excited to talk about. Yeah.
Well, you'll be excited for the next one. Let's talk about the Overwatch team.
What's the Overwatch team?
So, like, literally, like, the team Overwatch within, not like the... whatever the evil group is called, but like the actual Overwatch talent, just straight up Overwatch, like Reinhardt, Tracer, all the characters, the ones who get a coin.
Oh, I would say they're pretty competent. Yeah, they're not the Justice League. Yeah, you know what I mean. But they're pretty competent, I would say. Yeah.
I don't know how well they work together. I guess they all kind of like really do. I don't know of any of the Overwatch characters that have like bad blood between them. Besides the villains and the good guys, which doesn't count.
But I would say they're competent. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can put them up there. I don't know if they would beat the Avengers or not. Mercy can bring people back from the dead.
True. But like but only after 30 seconds. You know
She's got to wait a while. Well, like you got like a British person who flies through space. You have like a big night boy. That's all the characters I know. But you have Winton.
But as an Iron Man once said, we have a Hulk.
Do you think Hulk single-handedly bodies the Overwatch team?
Dude, he's fucking bulletproof. He's literally fucking bulletproof.
What's Hulk's? Wait, but they have Lucio.
Okay, and
his one weakness is like sound, isn't it?
Yeah, but that just pisses him off. Yeah,
fair enough.
Like the key for Hulk is not to piss him off. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move on then. Next, we have the Power Rangers, who I think are OP because they've never lost.
I think OP. They've never lost. True, dude. They're the Power Rangers. Let's just quickly get through that one. Yeah, they're OP.
Okay. I'll put them at the bottom of OP. Because I do... As much as they've never lost, I think they would start losing. If they...
Yeah. Oh, fuck I can see this. I can see the skit in my head of the Power Rangers getting powered up to fight Omni-Man.
Red, yellow, green, black, blue. This isn't
and then his pig says it.
Conquer.
No. That as like the pig would go to say, "There's just a fist to the skull." You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, they go pink, and they look down. There's just a fist through, like holding their heart in front of them, like.
That's exactly what would happen too. And then the Omni-Man just rips out the spine and just kills somebody else with it. It'd be gruesome. It'd be awful. Yeah. You know?
What I love about this is that Omni-Man isn't even on the OP tier, but he's still taking names.
Wait, what tier is he on?
We put them on competent, remember? Because we said it's not just Omni-Man, it's Guardians as a whole.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Omni-Man would just body everybody. Like, it doesn't, like, my person, if he doesn't body everybody, he brings them damn near close. And I think that's what matters, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Well, next, speaking about getting bodied, we got the Sinister Six. You know, the classic.
I think they're strung together. Because Hobgoblin fucks, and Sandman fucks. Yeah. You know? I think they're strung together. I don't think it's blind luck. Yeah.
That's fair.
I think any iteration of the Sinister Six is actually a really deadly team. Yeah.
But they're only deadly against Spider-Man. Because
no. I beg to differ. Yeah. I beg to fucking.
Do you think if you threw one other superhero in there that they wouldn't lose immediately?
No, I don't actually.
No.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't.
Okay.
I really don't.
I guess it depends on the superhero, right? Because we could just say Omni-Man again and they lose. He's like Buckshot, you know, never misses. The Sinister Six could beat Omni-Man?
I'm not saying the Sinister Six could beat Omni-Man. I'm just saying that I think they could give him a good of a fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Because I think my issue with the Invincible villains is they don't feel like vetted villains. Where like Spider-Man and Batman's like Rose Galleries are like vetted villains. You know what I mean? Right? Like Sandman and Hobgoblin are doing this for a while. They know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? And like, how do you kill Sandman? Rather than putting him in water, motherfucker just turns into sand. You know?
Yeah.
Like. But sorry, I was looking at it more from like Marvel superheroes that. I think a lot of Spider-Man's villains, the Sinister Six included,
well, I definitely think
are higher threat villains.
Yeah, I think they're just higher because Spider-Man is so strong that you need a superhero on par with Spider-Man to be, deal with them.
Okay. So you played Spider-Man 2, right?
I haven't finished it. I actually deleted it because I
didn't
finish it anytime soon.
But tell me the entrance for Sandman isn't like an Avengers level threat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me that. But this motherfucker is tearing up buildings. He is throwing things. Yeah, right. This is why I still.
He's dangerous, but with the water thing, I feel like that's only really harder for Spider-Man because they have to get these massive water tanks off the skyscrapers. If you have a Hulk in there, just pick that shit up and throw it.
Yeah. No. Exactly. But I think they're not used to fighting Sandman. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
Spider-Man's been doing this for a while.
I guess, but that's only Sandman. I don't think,
Electro fucks, Hobgoblin fucks, dude. Yeah, Mysterio he's fucking Mysterio. He also fucks. Dr. Octopus is literally a genius. He also fucks. And the Vulture...
Okay.
I don't know. He's the Vulture.
That's what I'm saying. The Vulture is the odd man, the odd one out here, man.
Yeah.
Man flies.
Right? But the rest of them, I think...
So here... Do you think the Sinister Six are a big enough threat for the Bat Family?
Without Spider-Man being there?
Yeah, if it's just the Bat Family.
Totally. Oh no, totally. Totally. Yeah. I think the Sinister Six would give the Justice League a run for their money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you think they're top of strung together?
Yeah, I think they're top of strung together, almost organized.
I'll trust your instinct here, and we'll just.
Okay.
I'll let you keep that.
I was initially. Because you picked a photo from the original cartoon Spider-Man at first with the blind luck, because that's like the silly, goofy one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then I like.
But if we're talking about the ones who fuck, well then that's
Yeah, the ones who fuck. Yeah.
That's a different level, obviously. So next.
Okay.
Next up here we have the Sith, who are I don't know how that isn't blind luck. Like they literally
I don't know.
Put a rule on themselves that says there cannot be more than 2 of them at a time.
But do you know why?
Huh.
Because the dark side becomes less powerful the more people that use it. Yeah.
I mean, I know this theory that like they do 2 people because theoretically then if you have 2 Sith and 500 Jedi, those 2 Sith are as powerful as those 500 Jedi. Which would make sense if every single fucking Sith in Star Wars didn't also have 17 apprentices waiting to stab each other in the back up the chain of command.
No. But those aren't Sith lords. Those are Sith assassins. They're just different.
They use dark side powers. What's the difference?
But there's the difference.
The dark side doesn't care what your title is.
Yes, it does.
There's just more people using Sith powers. That's all it is.
Okay, but they're not Sith. Whatever. I think they beat the Jedi, didn't they?
They did.
Did the Jedi exist anymore? No. I'm gonna put them more strung together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Palpatine fucked up the Republic. Okay. Tell me he fucking didn't. Tell me he didn't. Fuck up the Republic.
But not
how many Jedi did Darth Vader kill?
But
how many Jedi did Darth Vader kill? How many Jedi did Darth Vader kill?
It was blind luck because you cannot tell me that Palpatine planned that shit out because he did not.
Yeah, you can't tell me that he planned Jar Jar Binks.
Just because George Lucas says retroactively in 2010 that he can see the future doesn't change that he just came up with that shit on the fly and it happened to work out.
Okay, but side note, then how many Jedi has Darth Vader killed?
I have no idea.
Exactly, because it's too many to count. Yeah, this motherfucker, he fucks people. He bends them over. Darth Vader alone at least puts them into strung together.
We can put them in strung together. So do you think they beat the Sinister Six? Darth Vader and Palpatine.
Totally.
Yeah.
I guess it depends
what Sith you're talking about, but Darth Vader, yeah.
Oh, no, but they've got Electro. Yeah. Darth Vader's one weakness. Electricity.
And how do you beat Sandman? They don't have water abilities. They only have lightning abilities.
But they have the Force. They just grab the sand. They just pick the sand up. Yeah.
They glass the planet that they're on with the Death Star.
Exactly. They just blow the planet up.
That's a pretty good answer, honestly.
I think he beats them. I think retroactively they beat almost everybody because they just blow the fucking planet out.
Palpatine.
Sure,
they have an electric guy. Glass the planet. You know, like
sure. The Avengers could fight the Sith, but they'll just blow up the planet, so there'll be no more planet to go home to. You know, like it's just game over. Once again, I think the only person that would destroy the whole empire is Omni-Man.
Yeah.
He just fly through the Death Star.
Duh. Luke's trying to like shoot his like his ion torpedoes or whatever, and you just see Omni-Man fly into the Death Star butthole just super fast.
Just boom, and he just stands there in the center.
Okay. Next we have I'm going to say the entire, not the entire, because they only have, I think they said it's like 280 members of the Spider Society.
OP.
It's
Spider-Man.
Sure.
And Spider-Man's just broken.
So, how broken do we think Spider-Man is?
I think he's OP. I think with enough Spider-Man...
It's not enough Spider-Man. It's only 280 Spider-Man.
I don't think they beat literal armies. Yeah.
Do you think they'd get stopped by the UNSC? Like the Halo and everything?
Maybe not them. I don't know how... Is there a lot of them?
I don't have an exact number, but I know there's quite a lot. I don't know. Let me look it up.
I think look that up. Because I don't think they beat the Guardians.
Look it up, Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look it up, Jamie. Jamie, can we get a number on that? Jamie, pull that video of that dog eating that woman.
It had 300 million soldiers.
Okay,
close
so
to
I think
400.
they definitely lose. I think they definitely lose.
Yeah, so they beat the Justice League easy, without a doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, because there's 280 of them. Like, you divide that up, the Justice League is like, what, 6 guys? That's...
Well, I don't know.
40-something spider people per person?
Because you take their spider sense away, you know, and it's like, game over.
Well,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
They do have, like, you know, the 7th sense thing going on, but...
But yeah, I think they lose. Yeah.
Okay. Next,
I think
we have the Imperial Army, the Galactic Empire, Stormtroopers.
I think they're organized. Yeah.
Really?
I don't think they're that fucking good. I think the droid army would beat them.
I think they're competent, but I also don't know. It's hard to gauge because they don't have as much competition as like the clones did with the droids.
They're bottom competent, I would say. Yeah.
You think they lose to Gus Fring?
Oh, dude, they lost to like 50 fucking rebels and a space wizard. Okay. Yeah. Like. That impressive.
I don't know why. The first thing I thought of was Gus and Darth Vader standing apart from each other in the desert, and Gus just throws the bag forward. Darth Vader picks it up, cracks a rock. Jesus fucking Christ, guy! This guy's pretty cool.
Maybe they beat Gus Fring, but I think that's where it ends.
Oh god. Okay. Oh, Darth Vader losing to crack rocks. I love that.
Dude, he would. You get him hooked on crack, and he finds a whole new meaning, the dark side.
Yeah, he becomes like the shrink dude from the season 3 episode 1 of The Boys, where he just goes crazy. Okay.
Okay.
From there, we have the Alliance from Mass Effect.
And is this including all of my companions?
This is including everybody.
So including my companions, including Shepard, including everybody. I think that's just OP. Yeah. I think they beat this. I think they're top tier OP. Yeah.
I don't think they...
I think they beat the Clone Troopers. Yeah.
The Clone Troopers?
Yeah, the Clone Troopers, yeah.
I feel like there's way more Clone Troopers.
It doesn't matter. They literally kill a species of metallic, life-ending fucking robots that nobody's ever done before.
But that was also a blind luck thing. That was like Gears of War 3, where they just happen to have a machine that turns off all the Locust. Mass Effect did the same thing, where they didn't fight each and every Reaper. They were getting their asses handed to them until Shepard saw a button and pressed it. He was literally bleeding out as he pressed the button.
But think about it. Actually, you know what the issue with the Clone Troopers is?
Huh.
They've got their own MacGuffin. It's called the chip in their fucking brain. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All it takes is for these fuckers to kidnap one clone, cut its head
I can give them OP.
Chip, which means the chip leads to somewhere, and then we just do Mass Effect 3 again. You know? Yeah.
I think I would put them OP, but I would put them under the Clone Troopers. Because I don't know if they're... they have, like, Psychers and stuff. Yeah. With, like, what are they called? What are the fucking frog people called?
I know what you're talking about, but I can't figure it out.
Rex's people, whatever they're called. I think them alone
Krogan?
could almost... Yeah, the Krogans could almost give the Clone Troopers a run for their money.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I was starting to think about it. I was like, well, it's not just like Shepard and like that. If it's like all of them, then yeah. Because they're more diversified, I feel, as well.
They're just balling.
This one... Next, we're going to move on to the Hidden Ones or the Assassins from Assassin's Creed.
I think they're like organized. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like well fit together.
Yeah, they will fit together. I don't think they're like top tier or anything.
They're definitely not beating King Kong.
No, definitely not beating King Kong.
My name is Ezio Auditore, and I Like that's as far as it goes, you know.
Or you get stomped on, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just scoot past that one because I don't care about Assassin's Creed anymore. I
don't either.
Next, we have the boys, the actual boys.
I'd put them in maybe lower competent, higher organized. Yeah.
I think
maybe strung together.
This is me. I think they kind of have the same Bat Family thing of they always kind of are fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can be brought together towards a common goal, but otherwise they're kind of
always kind of up for each other. Yeah.
Yeah. I could put them in.
I'd maybe put them high tier strung together.
Yeah. Do you think they'd be the Sinisters?
Actually, funnily enough, I don't think they would.
I don't think they beat anyone except for maybe Hope County.
I see. Well, I think they definitely beat Gus. Like I think they fuck Gus Fring and they fuck the other Gus Fring. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they could definitely beat Joseph Seed and the Cultists. I don't think they're beating like the Bat Family or anything.
No. I don't think they beat the Sinister Six. For the specific reason that after watching The Boys, what I've noticed is not a lot of them, like their characters, have like dangerous superpowers.
They don't have superpowers at all. Like they have like they get the temporary ones, but that's about it.
No. I'm talking about like the other like superheroes that they like might have to go against, right? Yeah.
Oh, I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about The Boys, like Butcher.
No. I know. I'm just putting them like the few times they fought superheroes, like how they've handled it. Like I don't think they could beat the Sinister Six. Because I think the Sinister Six has actual deadly like superpowers. You know what I mean? And they're all actually fucking insane.
Like Homelander would lose immediately to the Sinister Six.
You think so? Like I think so.
I could give him that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's smart. I don't think he's smart enough to like do anything. You know.
Yeah, he'd cry like a little piss baby. You know?
Why am I not winning? Yeah. Exactly.
Well, no, because like all it takes is Mysterio to do one of his little hallucination things, right? You know what I mean?
He would just immediately give up. He'd start giving head to himself. You know, like he would just
probably. Yeah.
It's exactly where it would go. Okay, so after The Boys, we finally come back to Fallout 4 in the Institute, who I.
So that's what that is.
What that was. It's a synth.
I would say they're a little higher up. Yeah.
Yeah, I could give them organized. Like they're kind of well put together. They're just not very smart. Well put together. Ironically, enough.
They know what they're doing. They're just really stupid. You know what I mean?
This might be a hot take. I feel almost like the Institute would lose to the Assassins. Because I don't think there's any skill within the Institute.
See, but I want to believe that, but then I also believe they'd have synth covers in the Assassins.
Maybe. But you also have Assassins who fight gods.
You're right. I think the Assassins. Yeah, you're right. I keep forgetting some of these factions on here literally fight fucking gods. You know what I mean?
Just because they just happen to fall into it in this historically accurate world. But this is how it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's bring it back to superhero orgies. Next, we have the 7.
I think it's fucking Blind Luck, dude.
There's no way it isn't Blind Luck. I think they lose to the.
I think they just lose.
They lose to the Jedi for sure. I don't know if they lose to like Brotherhood of Steel or Anton Castillo. Because Homelander does kind of suck, but he is still bulletproof. And that's kind of all the Brotherhood of Steel and like Yara has.
Yeah, they have like nukes.
Yeah. Well, he's nuke proof.
No, I doubt it.
They talked about it. There's a scene in the show where they say that like I forget who it is.
I won't.
Somebody's talking about the fact that the military wanted to kill Homelander, but they can't because they've tested nukes on him and it doesn't work.
Yeah, but can't you just like hit Homelander hard enough and he fucking dies?
You can, but I don't think they have the strength to hit him hard enough. I think a lightsaber does, though.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you put somewhere you think you're gonna go.
They're going in Blind Luck, definitely. There's no way that Homelander shouldn't have lost already. Only because everyone else seems to be kind of incompetent. Next after them, we have the Nazis from Wolfenstein.
I think they're incompetent, high competent. Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually a really dangerous and scary fighting force. They fucking won World War II, and they got like all this high tech. The only reason they lose is because they're losing against a literal headless schizophrenic.
I don't know what that means, for sure.
He gets his head cut off.
Who does? Wolfenstein?
BJ. Yeah.
I don't know that. Yeah.
Hold on, what?
I said I haven't played the games enough to know that.
Oh, it's Wolfenstein 2. Well, I'm sorry, but
I haven't gotten that far yet. Yeah.
Well, it came out in 2017, so I'm not apologizing.
That's okay. I wouldn't want you to. That'd be a little weird if you did. Yeah, sorry. Hold on, guys. I gotta fix my monitor. Kind of.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Guy fixed it. We're good.
Okay. We think they're competent? Do you think? So, do you think they beat the Empire, or do we go back to the same glassing argument?
Okay, if we're gonna take the retarded glassing argument out of it, well, I think we'll beat them. Like if we're putting them on like an evener, like playing field.
Yeah.
No, I think the Empire. I think if we're looking at it tech wise, I think the Empire fucks them up. Yeah.
Yeah, because like the Nazis are pretty impressive. That's God.
They don't have flying spaceships. You know what I mean? Did you say the Nazis are pretty impressive? Click that. Hello?
Because we need to appreciate everybody, especially the Nazis, as Kanye once said. Yeah. So, like, their technology in the games is impressive for 1960, whatever. But it's not hyperspace jets.
Yeah. Not yet, anyways. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's next?
Happy New Year, everyone. Next is X-Force. I only know Deadpool and Cable. I don't really know the other ones. Domino, I guess.
Domino's part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just lucky. I would put them in be lower organized.
Yeah, I can see that.
My memory of X-Force is a little dwindled right now. Yeah.
Like I say, I only know Deadpool and Cable, and they're not like the most fucking kick-ass comic characters.
One of them is like lucky, and the other one is like unkillable.
Yeah, like they're decently organized and shit.
Yeah. Next one.
Okay. In our last labeled team here, we have the X-Men. Pretty powerful, but
what,
I don't.
What do you think?
I don't think
the
X-Men
they're better
are
than the Avengers.
You think so?
Yeah.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see them being more powerful than the Avengers, but not as powerful as the Guardians of the Globe.
Yeah, I think they're in a weird middle. I think they'll just work better as a team. You know what I mean?
I think they're different because they like go to school together. They're also kind of like they have that family dynamic thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All in it for mutant kind. Also,
they have like more reasons to fight together.
Because is Omni-Man psychic proof?
I don't know.
Because if he's not,
Jamie, look it up. Yeah.
Because like Cerebro is part of the X-Men, like Professor X, which uses.
What does it say? Cerebro, the machine.
No. You're forgetting one of the most important characters in the X-Men. The one person that could possibly fuck Omni-Man up for good. Yeah.
Huh.
Rogue.
Oh yeah, because she could just steal his life, huh?
Yeah. She could just suck his. You know what I mean?
Suck his what, Ben? Suck his what?
Suck his life. Yeah. Rogue. Wolverine's unkillable. He's got an unbreakable skeleton. Right? Yeah. You know what I mean?
So it just so happens that Invincible doesn't have a single telepath in the entire series. So it's never been tested. But probably.
So I'm assuming that he's not. I'm assuming that he's not psychic proof.
Yeah.
Right. So boom, there you go, Professor X. fucking Jean Grey. You know what I mean? Right? I think the X-Men are one of the most. I think they totally destroy the Guardians of the Globe.
I think Wolverine could actually take most of the Guardians outside of maybe the Immortal.
No, I think he'd fuck the Immortal up too. Yeah.
Think so?
I think if you remove Omni-Man,
because if the Immortal can almost go toe to toe with Omni-Man, I don't think.
Yeah, but Omni-Man's not Wolverine. Yeah.
I know, that's what I'm saying, is that like if the Immortal can almost go toe to toe with Omni-Man, Wolverine couldn't go toe to toe with either of them necessarily. Like he could put up a good fight. It would take a while, but I still think he'd get beat down.
Yeah, but he's not fighting with his fists, Kyle. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know how puncture-proof.
Kyle. Okay, that's adamantium, Kyle. That's the sharpest metal known to like the entire
Isn't the Immortal bulletproof?
Kyle. Well, he's not adamantium proof, Kyle.
Okay, fair. Okay? Fair. Okay, it's never been tested. Okay, I'm just going off theory here. All right.
He puts his fist to the side of Immortal's skull and goes ching, and it's over, Kyle. It's over.
Okay. I don't have the text. I don't have the knowledge in front of me to prove this stuff.
It doesn't even matter because then Rogue shows up and just touches Immortal, and it's over, Kyle.
Do you think if Rogue touches Immortal, she turns into Abraham Lincoln?
I forgot that he was. I forgot about that little portion.
You know, an awesome thing about history I learned recently. I think this might have been something I was taught by like Hank Green or something on a YouTube short.
Yeah.
But for John Wilkes Booth, the man who famously capped Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
In the Great Gang War of 1865.
Yeah.
But John Wilkes Booth's grave, if you go to it, it is customary to leave a penny Lincoln side facing up, which I love. That the custom we've adopted for John Wilkes Booth's grave is to eternally ratio him against the guy that he killed. Is to say, hey man, you lost.
But personally, I think X-Men are top tier. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're top OP. Yeah. I'm a little bit annoyed that you left a few of some of my favorite factions of people off this list.
I don't even know if I would recognize them if you told me what they were.
Brotherhood of Mutants, man. Yeah.
Is that not just the X-Men?
No, that's
is it the evil ones? Okay.
That's the evil ones. That's Magneto and like Mystique.
Well, we can come back and we can add to this list later. I was just doing literally whatever I was thinking of. I didn't have a complete list I was pulling from or whatever.
We should have split it in half into heroes and villains. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting to have them all kind of mixed in. Yeah,
I like this, but I definitely think that. Fuck it, dude. I think the X-Men could take. I think the X-Men. I know the Brotherhood of Steel can take on the clones, but I think the X-Men would put up a good chance. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Maybe. I guess it depends how many clones, because there's a lot of clones,
dude. But one of them can control the fucking weather.
What? Why is that the one you go to? Like they're flying down in their gunship and it gets a bit more gusty?
No. It's more like tornadoes and blizzards. You know what I mean? Like the whole game changes. The other one can shoot laser beams as hot as the fucking sun. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's over, and they're not like little ones. It's like
the clone's main gun is a laser beam that's as hot as the sun. That's what plasma is.
That's awesome. Yeah. You see, but how, like, is that just, like, but the other one just shoots it in the eye.
It is one of my favorite, one of my favorite comic panels is that one of Cyclops, where he's like, everyone, like, get down or whatever. He takes off his goggles, and, like, the whole panel, like, turns blood red, except for where they're standing. That one's really fucking awesome.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Dude, the other one just gets shot, so he just keeps going, and he growls. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Wolverine's power.
He gets shot and he goes, you know what I mean?
What was that? That wasn't a growl. That was a walker from The Walking Dead. That was Carl! It's a man with metal claws!
Dude, they just lose. The other guy could just plug his head into a computer and just shut off everybody's brain. he could just freeze fucking time. Yeah. You know, he just freezes everybody in place. Like, it's over. Like, don't even get me involved if Magneto was involved with this, dude. Because they still use metal. I am being quiet.
Okay, so if they beat the clones, I think they could beat Mass Effect. But if they do that, do you think the X-Men could take on the Guardians?
What were you saying, Kyle? What about the Guardians? Sorry.
Do you think the X-Men could take on the Guardians from Destiny? Because remember, these guys fuck gods.
I mean, like, are they in a no respawn zone? Because if they're in no respawn zone, then you're shit out of luck.
Well, no, because no respawn zone is like darkness or whatever, right? The X-Men don't have darkness at their disposal.
True. I don't think so. I think the Guardians kind of like
the infinite lives thing makes if they didn't have that, they would be way less powerful.
Yeah, if they didn't have the light from the Traveler, like I think they would beat Omni-Man just for the fact that Omni-Man would shoot through one and he'd pop up 7 seconds later. You know, right?
Like there's no point. Like you can't beat them.
Like there's no point as long as like Omni-Man embraces the darkness. Yeah, you know, like you can't beat them. Right?
Yeah.
I think its issue with the Guardians is that comparative to everything else, it's the fact that sure you could mow them down by hundreds as much as you want, but they'll just pop back up.
Yeah,
you know,
they just get up
unless you manage to kill their ghost. Yeah, you know, which you can do, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but how are you going to focus on killing a ghost when there's like 700 more in the way?
And they're using like big fucking balls and like fiery guns. You know what I mean?
Hold on, let's look this up. Let's see how many Guardians there are, because there is a number.
Well, how many players? How many players play Destiny? Yeah.
Yeah, max player count. How many Guardians are there? I want to know how many total. I don't want to know what the peak is.
Well, no, but you want to know the peak. Yeah, because the peak will go by the peak.
So, how long ago was this? Over the last month? Oh, shit, yeah. Over the last month, it has roughly 1.2 million daily players.
Okay, so...
That's 1.2 million Guardians. Holy fuck. It's a lot of dudes.
You don't win that. The clones lose. You can't tell me they don't. You can't tell me that the fucking.
You know what I love about that is that like it immediately turns into the Pokemon Lions argument where like Omni-Man versus one Guardian is not. It could very easily go to Omni-Man. He could just kill the Guardian, grab their ghost, break it. Omni-Man versus 1.2 million Guardians, however, is a completely different ball game. There's totally different shit it works because there's one Omni-Man in the middle, and no matter how fast he flies, he cannot kill 1.2 million Guardians.
Well, but then you've got to go with like the combos for abilities and the different guns they might be using.
They're using melee. There's what? Even if you like split that up evenly, there's what? There's like 12 different subclasses and everything.
Yeah.
So you have 1 million of each subclass getting ready to go.
It's only 1.2 million, right? Yeah, you know, or is it 12 million?
Oh yeah, 1.2 million. So you have 100,000 of each subclass ready to go. So basically,
and that's
fade in from black. Even, like, curtains open. You see Omni-Man like standing up, like he does that look for what he did in the first episode when like he flew into the Guardians thing, where he like lifts his chin up, he looks to the side. 100,000 thunder crashes from every direction. And then a blade of warding put down behind them, and then 100,000 of the hammers, and then the 100,000 of the other hammers, and then 100,000.
Could you imagine
of the
just 100,000 wells? Yeah, with 100,000 golden guns. It's crazy when you think about it on that scale, how broken the Guardians are. Yeah. Yeah,
the fact that they lose, the fact that they're only ever sending 3 people into a fight is fucking stupid. There's 1.2 million of them.
It makes sense. It makes sense because even if it's 6 for a raid, like if you put 20 in there, it's over. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There is no more dark.
Not even putting 20. You put 7 in there. it's already tilted in their favor. Yeah. Like,
the only reason why the raids are so hard is because the puzzles are hard. Yeah.
Because they're all fucking stupid. Otherwise.
If Omni-Man just pulled out a Rubik's Cube for every single Guardian when solve it or you're gonna die, the Guardians would lose. Yeah.
He gave them a Rubik's Cube with like a nuclear bomb in it.
Yeah, solve it or you're gonna die. You're not gonna respond.
Oh, God. Oh, that's my new favorite question. Not who would win. All the Pokemon or a billion lions, but who would win? Omni-Man or 1.2 million Guardians?
I think it gets better that who would win, 1.2 billion Guardians or just blank, just in, somebody. Who do you think would beat the Guardians?
Who would beat 1.2 million Guardians?
Do you think?
Okay, well, here I'm about to introduce our surprise final combatant, the ASTARTES. These are the ones that I had, but I forgot to add them to the actual list.
What are those from again?
These are the Space Marines from Warhammer.
I think they're strung together, personally. Yeah.
So, as somebody, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. Where's my like Reddit glasses? So, as somebody who knows the lore and knows how strong these guys can be, I think the Space Marines have a fair chance at, beating the Guardians.
Yeah, but you see where the Space Marines follow a god but don't follow what that god wants, the Guardians like literally are able to look at their god. You know what I mean? Yeah.
To be fair, the Space Marines can look at their god too. They'll just probably die afterwards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Also the Space Marine factions are so dividing and so different and agree on so many, like, you know what I mean? Right?
Well, that's not necessarily the issue. Like, because even if you had ones that like didn't necessarily like each other, you could put, Iron Imperial Fists and Salamanders together, and they'd work together, just because they have different values.
Hear me out. They're not blessed by the light.
That's fair. So my biggest, I think the biggest thing they could do is, they have a lot of like magical people and shit like that.
That's
which
crazy.
Gives them
there's a lot of magic people. 1.2 million Guardians.
Which I was going to say is the only thing that kind of puts them on the level as the Guardians do, versus like Mass Effect the clones, they'd have none of that. Yeah. But there's this group of Space Marines called the Custodians, who are literally there's 10,000 of them. They were handcrafted by said god, and like say if a Space Marine is a human up to the nth degree, a Custodes is 1,000 times stronger than that, right? So if
Guardians are like humans or the other two races that are handpicked by the Traveler to become Guardians. Yeah.
I don't know if they're handpicked. I think they picked me out of a dirt pile. But
that's because you were special.
Yeah, it was a special dead robot. I love that the Exos can die and they can't just like bring him back because it's a fucking robot. But what was I gonna say? I think a single Space Marine, like a regular one, could take a Guardian.
I think 1-on-1. I think in a lot of cases 1-on-1.
But that's what I'm saying. Is if one Space Marine can take one Guardian, I think one Custodes could take 10 Guardians. You know what I'm saying?
That's my issue, right? Is that what makes the Guardians work well a lot of the times in my mind, is the unison, right? Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, sort of the Custodes.
The minute you start adding more, but if you're putting one against one, totally win. Maybe one against two, one against three, but as you go past three, you know what I mean, right? And the fact that you kill one, you have to destroy his ghost when you've got 6 more jumping on him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm gonna pose this question to the internet and see what reactions we get in the next week when we do another episode. It might be shorter than that because we're recording way late in the week because we're incompetent. Yeah. But Where do you think the Chaos Continuum lands on this list?
I think we're OP.
Yeah,
I think we're right along Gus Fring's meth business.
I'll be fair. I was gonna say blind luck, but I almost think that's too generous.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's so stupid. It's not stupid.
Yeah. So there's the sneak peek. We're gonna become a Warhammer channel now. I've heard it does really well on YouTube and
and if it does people on YouTube, then we're gonna start playing. I'm gonna start showing her titties on the stream, or like just the top
valid
of her titties.
Valid, you know, it works well for some people.
But I just want to go back to this. I still think that the Guardians would beat any faction in your Warhammer 40K. Okay. Not just because of the pure sheer number, but they're like literally gods. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like the best of the best, and they have like this arsenal of weapons. You know what I mean? Right?
Okay. So hold on. Let me rephrase this in a better way. Got it? So who would win between 1.2 million Guardians? Wait for it.
Okay. Yeah, or 1 billion lions.
Or 1 billion lions.
I don't know, 1 billion. Really big number.
It's a lot of. That's a million lions per. That's 100 million lions per Guardian.
Dude, that's a lot of them. But then, like, I don't know, dude. I feel like the lions would make their own lion traveler and bless themselves with a lion life. You know?
Yeah.
And you have like Lion Crash and Lion Gun.
They'd have Lardians and shit. Yeah. This is the final tier list. Feast on it with your eyes. Thank you guys for watching the Chaos Continuum. It's the last episode of 2023. We'll see you in 2024.
Have a horrible New Year. Have a horrible rest of your fucking year.
Yeah, I hope this next day and a half
we
sucks ass.
On Sundays, right? We post Saturdays. On Sundays, yeah. Saturdays, okay. So this is
we've been doing this for 7 months. You're the only other host. How do you not know that we post on Saturdays?
I don't just gotta because
I do all the work. Thank you guys very much for watching, and go fuck yourselves.
Fuck you.